If you guys don't follow my YouTube channel, subscribe now. ! Links in the chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, on Twitch, if you're watching this on YouTube, then just hit that sub button because you're already here. But I am going to be talking about and keeping up with all these games. So if y'all want to know the latest on everything we just heard about, please follow me. Like, I've been thinking about starting a new series on the channel, and you know what? This just encouraged me. This just encouraged me. I'm really happy. Oh, they're talking about Odyssey. Well, let's go on and
needing additional thresholds of them.
Let's go and watch this.
And just to show off a little bit of the new moves, obviously there's the hat throw. You can make it stay in place, which is sometimes valuable. It can grab
Which is sometimes valuable.
You.
Those coins are good only in this kingdom.
Actually, they're in that little dialogue box. We saw Cappy.
Oh, yeah. Cappy is both the red hat that he's wearing and also in his native form, he's a white top hat. And so one other move that's pretty cool is this circular throw. Knocks away everything. But let's get down into the city. And as you saw in the trailer, so there's the capture mechanic lets you take over things. It also lets you do fairly exotic things like turn into electricity, travel through wires. So how did the capture mechanic come about?
No, not checkpoints. Why? Why is that? All right, maybe it won't be so bad. Maybe it'll actually be useful. Maybe because considering how big the game may be, it might actually be useful.
What we started out doing was making just a huge amount of different gameplay prototypes. And this capture action was just one of those prototypes.
Look at how Mario moves, man. Although I don't like how his hat is like bobbing. That's kind of annoying me. Oh, that was useless. But I like the idea.
So, it was just one of the ideas that came up, but we worked on it
for 2 or 3
days, and it just instantly turned into something that was really
fun. Oh, so you just throw your hat on something if you could
just be the center of this game.
What was that?
I love how much
my man just spin dashed.
Exploration and experimentation that I think the Mario games along these lines are so known for when you think about Super Mario 64.
Do you hear music from above us?
Here we've got so much stuff that just looks interesting, and you're wondering, okay, what will happen if I throw my cap at it? You never really know what's going to happen, so you want to try everything just to see.
So if you die, you'll come back here. If that's the case, I won't be too mad. I just don't want there to be too many checkpoints. Like, let there be some difficulty.
Yeah, I definitely hope when people, while they're playing this game, they just throw their hat at everything and try all sorts of different things.
Beat the football!
Right now,
beat the football! Oh, you just hit the
football. If you're following the story path of the game, you'd be talking to Mayor Pauline, who wants you to recruit musicians. There's one there.
Pauline is back! That's stupid. How the hell did she become a mayor?
Like possess rockets and turn into rockets with mustaches.
How the hell did she become a mayor?
Actually, that's an interesting note there. So you mentioned Mayor Pauline, and I think our sharp-eyed viewers will have noticed that some of the street signs are references to some Donkey Kong characters. We've got some interesting red girders going on here. I wonder, Kozuma-san and Monokura-san, if you can tell us a little bit more about this city. It's got some interesting backstory.
やっぱりポリン市長がいて、ニュードンクシティという名前がついてると、なんか
I like this. You got a little training area.
説明していただけますか?
I like how the humans cheering him more.
名前もそうですし、ポリンってドンキーコングのキャラクターで何かのゲームに関係がありそうですけど。
This here's the real deal? That's alright.
So certainly you can tell that Pauline is from Donkey Kong, and the name New Donk City probably leads you to a couple of hints, but we can't get into too much of it today.
And I like the shirt you're wearing, by the way.
That is a snazzy
Good choice
shirt.
today.
お楽しみに。
Why are we talking about shirts?
Look forward to hearing more about that.
I gotta take the long way.
Oh, good luck.
Why? Just take a leap. You a punk. Don't be scared.
I mean, really throughout New Donk City, and I think throughout the world, we've got these really fun playground elements where you're bouncing on things, you're jumping on things, you're swinging.
You got a moon?
Can you tell our
like
viewers
from Super Mario World?
How you came up with that kind of play mechanic in the game?
ぶら下がったりして、飛び跳ねたりして、いろんな
I like the transition.
環境のものになんか反応させられるんですけど、どういう風にそういうなんか遊び場っぽい雰囲気を出せるようになんか考え方ありますか?
はい。まずそのっていうのでものすごくいっぱい遊びを作っています。それをこう配置してステージっていうものを作りますまず。
So, going back to that prototyping process I was talking about before, we obviously create lots and lots of different ones, lots and lots of different game ideas. And then next what we think about is where to place them within the stage.
そこに
Okay, so you got fast
アートで
travel.
あるとか具体的なものを載せて遊んでみま
That's
す。
cool.
So we put in the
I actually
stage,
appreciate
combine
that.
it with different art assets, kind of like real things to see what it might actually look like or work in game, and then try playing it.
そうするともっとこうしたいとかいろんな意見が出てくるので
Go over there.
さらに
Go to the hot air balloon.
上乗せして
Oh shoot, we got goggles.
And then, obviously out of that, different
No, it's
things
just first
come
person
up,
view.
oh,
You've
maybe
had
we
this
could
in
do a
64.
little bit differently. Maybe this could actually work like this
Fall,
instead.
fall,
and then
fall,
we kind of
fall.
add that
Please
to
fall.
it
I know I'm
and
doing that. The first thing I'm doing, I'm playing this game. I'm getting to the highest
で
building.
先
I'm
ほどちょっと
falling.
出たタクシーなんか
Fall.
をちょっ
You only have 3 health as well. Yes, no
と
babysitting.
ちょっと似たような仕様があったのでそういうところからちょっとヒントを得ています。
Fall.
And so,
fall.
you saw
fall.
before, we were
fall.
able to jump on
fall.
top of
Just
the
fall.
taxi.
It's okay.
That's
Do it
something
accidentally. Be like,
in,
oops,
Super Mario
whoops,
Sunshine
my hand
this
slipped.
time. So in that way, we're also getting hints from past games.
Can I quickly interject that so as I mentioned, the goal right now is to recruit these musicians. When I was first playing this game for a feedback report for the development team, I could not figure out how to get to this guy on the top of this building. You can just barely see him. He's a speck right now in that triangular building. And the way I eventually found to do it was to take a really long
Yes.
I did that too.
and
Yeah.
that worked.
Oh, I feel bad
And
for his knees.
a bit to my surprise,
He doesn't
I
die.
wanted to know,
Aw.
when you saw that report from me, what was that a problem to be solved? Was that a cool thing? What was that?
この前はNCR の報告書を書いていたときに、こういうふうにトランペットのバンドマンに到着できますよと書いてましたが、それを見てちょっと困っていたんでしょうか。
はい、それは読んだんですけれども、今日ここでプレイするとは思わなかったです。
Collect it.
I did
Yeah.
read that. I didn't know
So
you
the
were going to be playing
so
that,
so
right?
the gold coins. Oh wait, hold up.
Troublemaker.
でもこう、
Well, I also know the real way. Or another way.
まあ本当のやり方も分かってます。
でも自分でこういろんなプレイの仕方を探してもらえたらと思うんですけども、それもスーパーマリオ64やスーパーマリオサンシャインから続くものだと思います。
But you found your own way to play it, and letting users play around with the game and find their own ways of doing things. That's something that goes way back in 3D Mario, in Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine as well.
So
I like
still
how
some
the
other
gold
things
coins aren't
to
yours
be
when you
able to
collect 100
show
of. It's just the
floor,
purple
course, isn't
coins.
open yet, so we don't have folks playing the game at this moment. But I'm really looking forward to talking to folks after they played it, because I think there's so many different ways to problem solve and find the moons in these.
Cranky Ave.
I'm not even sure if folks will find everything over the course of the show, but it's going to be interesting to find out how different people approached completing some of these objectives.
But the game encourages so much experimentation because you aren't
Yeah.
kicked out of the level every time you find a moon. There is no reason not to investigate every little thing you can see that might be interesting. There's no time limit. There's no distance.
Cut the money. You know what sucks? You know that they have like a certain way they have to play.
Whoa.
Instead of just saying, all right, let me show this off.
Change the
You know,
accent,
Nintendo have them
change
lined up
the
like, all right, you got to go here, then you got to go here, then you got to go here, and then you got to show them this, but make sure you don't show them that.
Got your whatever the collectible objective.
It's like
was, and
just
then in your
show
game,
off.
You get bumped out of the
Oh,
area
shoot.
and have to come back in. But here, since you're not going to get booted.
Oh, okay, so you took it over and then just stared into a
there's lot
wall.
of
So
encouragement to just go check out that weird thing you saw.
he took damage, and he's on fire. He died. Yes. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Another reason to explore.
Oh,
things is that
shoot, you
there
die,
is
you lose your
no
money.
Punishment for dying. I
So
just
there's no
lost 10
lives.
points, and there's lots. So, and I get to try again right away.
ミスると10コインが取られますね。
Oh, look at that.
Still losing
The
coins.
bullet bills here are coming out with visors on, so they cannot be captured until you knock their hats off, because an enemy with a hat is the scariest thing in this game.
Why?
Fashion is very important in this game.
Fashion is very
Conscious of
important.
your headwear. Oh, careful.
Dude, you're bad at this.
Well, apparently this is not my day for this challenge.
Can you change the camera angles? That's going to be important. Cause I know I'm somebody who would like to change
First you don't
camera angles.
succeed, give up on the third attempt.
I'm just looking at the space where we saw other sections of New Dog City, and looking here, I'm just so impressed with the texture work that's been done. And I feel like every time I see a new build of this game, more and more of these textures are just jumping out at me. It's really.
I love that he's on fire.
It is a gorgeous game.
Like, how do you
We have
heal
other segments
yourself?
Later on in the
'Cause coins aren't doing it.
Highlight some especially pretty areas.
Oh, you got this.
Yeah.
Don't mess
And-
up.
Oh. While I'm keeping my fingers and toes crossed. Yes.
Thank you.
One thing that we haven't mentioned yet that we probably should talk a little bit about is the fact that you're playing with Joy-Con with the wrist straps attached.
Yes.
And that's a really fantastic way to play this game. It, of course, supports Pro Controller and other controller options.
Of course, it's the
but
most fantastic,
you
because
so
that's what you
much
want
with
people to play
motion
as.
controls and throwing
Me, I'm
catches is
using my
very
Pro
intuitive.
Controller.
Yeah. I'm going to switch
Right
to
here.
a different section of the game where I show the sand world, which is also playable on the show floor.
Oh, dropping controllers.
In just a moment.
Oh, no worries. But I do love that as you're experimenting, and I think we'll see folks doing that on the show floor here, so many of your gestures will affect...
So is that like the official cover?
That while you're holding the Joy-Con with the wrist straps attached, you really want to just try moving your
Odyssey!
directions. Like, okay, I'm going to try throwing up, I'm going to throw down, throw out. But I was really impressed by how well that implementation was put into play. Here we are.
Yeah.
Why are they all so soft-spoken?
So here
Atop
are
the high.
sand
Oh, okay, so he
kingdoms,
just went to a
the
new
Broodals
save
arena.
point.
And
Be Mexican Mario
they're,
again!
they had a problem now because it's all frozen. Everything is cold for reasons, of course, that Mario will eventually solve.
Yeah, actually, if you hang still for a second, we can show his little island.
Tostarina.
Oh, yeah.
Really cute.
Oh, he's cold.
I love the locals here, too.
Yeah, I think he's distracted by the local dancing around, but I think if he's by himself, then he really shivers.
Oh, poor Mario.
Yeah. So let's see here. One thing
Oh, so
I did
anything
show
that's
off
purple is going to be the currency for that
So as we
area.
mentioned, there's two kinds of coins in this game. And
Those
for the-
diamond
I believe
co-
the
or
first
triangle
time in
coins
the
are
mainline
good only
Mario
in this
series,
kingdom.
you can actually buy things with your coins. And I wanted to ask the developers how that came up, that currency should be worth currency.
なんでコインで買いに
So this is a world traveling thing.
はい。
This man went from a galaxy to just traveling his own planet. How do you do that?
So we
Whose
wanted,
life goes
coins
bigger
to
and
be
then
used
smaller?
as Coins in this game, actually use them as money.
外国に行った時にその国のお金ってすごいなんか印象に残ってないですか？
And I think you'll agree. If you go to a foreign land, one of the things that makes
When are we
the biggest
getting
impression on you is the currency.
when are we getting Super Mario
これ使え
Globetrotter?
るの
Yeah.
思ったりしないですか？
You kind of look at it and you think, wait, is this real? Can I use this?
今回はマリオもいろんな国を
You're standing. You just touched a cactus. You got me messed up.
And since Mario was going around to all these different kingdoms in this game, we wanted to make sure that there was a currency for each one.
要素はコレクトするコインの要素になって
Fast
いますので、集めたものでコスチュームを変えたり、お土産を買うことができます。
And they're collectible items, so you can use them to buy different outfits or buy souvenirs.
お土産
Speaking of,
お土産買うの楽しいですよ。
Yeah, and it's always fun to buy souvenirs, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
And speaking of shopping, we are now in Crazy Cap.
So there's two kinds of coins, as we mentioned. The purple ones are unique to the local kingdom. The yellow ones can be used in any shop. I'm going to buy, because the guy at the door
What do the
said,
clothes
maybe I
do?
should, I'm not living up to their dress code. Maybe I should buy some clothes to fit in better. I'm going to buy a local sombrero and poncho. And wait till you see how adorable Mario looks.
I saw it already in the announcement thingy.
Being adorable. I just love the shopkeeper.
Yeah, and their huge stack of hats.
He's so cute.
And you can see some of the souvenirs you can buy there that you can use to decorate the inside of the
Dia
ship.
de los Muertos. Aww.
And now I'm rocking this look. And
I like how even his pants changed.
let's
My man Mario
Try
is
that
full on
door
Mexican
again.
right now.
So my capabilities are the same. It's still Cappy, even though he's turned into a different kind of hat now. He can turn into any kind of headwear, apparently. Exotic superpower.
Exotic
all
superpower.
right. So I go over and talk to this guy.
See if you meet the expectations now.
I'm in charge of enforcing the dress code in this club. I do your outfits so snappy and lively.
Snappy
Please
and
come right in.
Snappy and lively. I think the hat is the one and the poncho is the other.
So can you wear anything in there now? No Animal Crossing was announced, but no one cares about Animal Crossing.
And this is, of course, what the goal I was working toward all this time.
I love all these little moments of surprise where you never really know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
When
Play more. What are these moons?
I don't know. I wanted to get in this room so I could play a guitar.
You want to get in, but
What are these moons?
Exactly.
Where are the power stars?
So then we're going to move on to some more traditional 3D Mario gameplay.
now that you're terribly well dressed,
That was
it's time
cool.
to go do some exploring.
Yeah.
Bowser's footprints?
Bowser's
So-
footprints. I must be on the right track.
Are we actually going to see Bowser?
So notice that while using the motion controls, I can actually use the little homing function on the hat.
Using motion controls, you can use
It
homing.
is
Nah.
possible with the.
Let me control that with
button
the
controls only,
stick.
but it's much more difficult.
All right, the classic Goomba.
Yeah. And let's just do a big one for.
Whee! I like how Mario just sitting here looking like you got it.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess.
I like it though. Mario has like a little
So you're
sidekick.
not
I guess
capturing
Float was
those
a
Goomba. It's not every single
Cool.
enemy that's capturable.
That's true.
You've got to find the special ones.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's having a good eye and just experimenting a lot with your cap.
I think they're a shade bigger, the ones you can capture, but I'm not positive.
Oh yeah, we saw this part in the announcement trailer.
Nice.
The one I actually cried
You
over.
can fly with them.
See, situations like that, I wish that you could tell.
And now I've got to very quickly capture my ride back.
Why didn't you just capture the one you just got off
And
of?
with
You could have
bullet
threw that
bills,
hat.
you can only capture them for a limited amount of time because at some point they're just going to blow up.
Yeah.
So you have to be a little mindful of what you're doing.
Yeah, you
when
only
you've
get
got
so
a
much
bullet
time
bill.
with the explosive guys. All right.
Okay,
and
that's
then
cool.
Almost to one of my favorite bits in this level.
Wait, how'd you?
Oh yeah,
we're
the
sinking?
next bit
Jump,
coming up
jump.
too.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not death, it's quicksand.
So
In a
this
while.
place has these murals that look like they're decorated in this cool old school aesthetic.
Yo, we going Link Between
And
Worlds?
I'm just gonna go right on in. And I'm doing
So,
Mexican 2D Mario!
Hear a little more
Great.
background about why you added this into the game because it's so cool, but it's so unexpected as well. I think.
なんでこのような 2D の8ビットマリオのところ
Mexican 2D Mario. Life is good.
3D の部分は
Life is good.
探索できるように比較的多
This is
く
such a cool area. And it doesn't look like you're going in there
I
on
wanted to
missions
make
like
something
before.
that would
It
be
looks like you
sort
could
of a
just go in
contrast
wherever.
with the 3D stages that you're able to explore very
You solve
freely.
things and you find stars. That's what I like.
2D の部分はもう少し細かく緊張感のある構成になっています。
You know, the 2D spaces are kind of more confined. They're more precise. You know, it's more like kind of sort of traditional platforming elements.
同じステージの中でもそういった違った遊びっていうのを入れたから。
I love this.
But also within the 2D stages, as you
A
can
Mario
see, we wanted
Between
to have a lot of
Worlds.
different variety.
もちろんこう昔からのゲームが好きな人にも楽しんでもらえる
So what happens if you get hit in here? Get hit.
And of course, you know, with the visuals, we're hoping it's something
Get
you
hit!
people who enjoyed. Kind
Get
of
hit!
classic nostalgia.
Yeah! Oh, he just takes damage. All right, so you're gonna be Big Mario regardless.
So one thing I'd love to show.
Or
off
Super
getting
Mario,
out
I should say.
To where the
Yeah.
end of this space.
Yo, please
is,
die in here.
Just how much
Please
the
die in here. That'd be great.
music
Do you do the
changes
no 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 no
I know
no?
we've been chatting. Maybe it's
Die.
hard for some folks to hear what's been going on
Die.
here. But if we just pop
Die.
in and out of that warp pipe,
Come on.
it's a pretty impressive transition when the music
It is.
changes.
but there's no warp pipe up here.
Just start jump
So-
off. No.
Yeah.
So are the
So we can now
moons the
see this
power
more of a
stars
naturalistic instrument.
in here?
So I'm going to skip ahead.
Or are they?
And
No, don't
show
skip.
off, the last part of this.
No, go
area.
back and die. Go back. I want to see what happens when you die in that mode. Do you did that? No 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 no.
Wrist straps, people. Always wrist straps.
Yes.
Woohoo! Dude, I have so many notifications right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning too that we're only covering a tiny bit of what is in this kingdom. There's so much
Yeah,
more to
there's-
do and explore.
There's just.
I remember when I tried out the Breath of the
All
Wild
right, so here we
demo,
are. This is much later in the level. I'm still got my snappy outfit though.
and
Watch these bullet
the
bills
world that I was
transition
in, I
out to
didn't
2D.
realize that was only the
And I use
plateau.
one to-
Also, I like how the bullet bills can come out of the 2D space.
So that's what's
And
really handy about the bullet bills as a capture target that you'll see here. When you're
Wait a minute, are they
target
save
really
stating?
from flying, it's got
You can add
Oh,
save sta-
no, you're
Well-
I'm doomed.
That's okay. But it's got a little bit of a headlamp, so
you can do save states in the
use
week.
that to line
Give me
yourself up.
save states on the Switch.
Super handy.
Give me save states now.
That's okay.
No, I know it's like developer tools and whatnot,
2D to 3D transition.
but still, save states, please. I can't be complaining about checkpoints and then asking for save states. What the hell is wrong with
All right,
me?
you got this.
All right, here we go.
Accelerate, accelerate.
And with the bullet bills,
Accelerate
you can also
faster.
give yourself little speed bursts as
Oh, you have a
well.
little flashlight on your-
shaking the
on you as
Joy-Con
well.
will let you go a little bit further. So
Oh, he's about to
it's worth
explode.
experimenting once you get a feel for the timing of how long a bullet
The
bill will last.
spinning.
It's kind of like
And you get a drill, sweet.
It doesn't have any brake pedal. You can go faster.
So is that the propeller?
You can steer,
Propeller mushroom.
but that's all you can do. And all right.
You forgot
so
money.
Up here, we're about to confront one of the Broodals, and folks may have seen them. In
Is this
our
the last thing from
original,
Nintendo? This is the
trailers
first
this game.
thing. Like the presentation is over.
They
We're now at
are
the
an
Nintendo
evil
Treehouse.
wedding planning firm, and I'd love to hear more from the developers about
There's
how it's
Bowser.
gonna be and what your favorite Broodal
Oh.
is.
Broodals という団体がこのペコン
He swapped out the Koopalings for these guys. I'm a little offended.
一番気に入りの
Looking for the wedding ring chumps? Too bad. The boss has it
そう
now.
ですね。
Brutal. And you guys ain't invited to the wedding. So the girl name is Brutal. Oh, that's what we're fighting.
雇われて
Or
他の
they're
結婚式
fighting.
を成功させようとしています。
So
Her name is
you know,
Broodal.
as you kind of said, they've been employed by Bowser. They're in charge of making sure his wedding goes off without a hitch.
なので結
Oh,
構
wedding
仕事を
planners.
きっちりするタイ
And
プですね。
they're very serious about their work.
You sit there.
Their work ethic is admirable.
休日ですね。
なので、
She just sat there that entire
真
time
ん中に
just
いる
like crying
ちょっ
over
と
the
背の
fact that
低
she
い
lost a
同
hat.
じような帽子をかぶったようなキャラクターがいるんですけど
Oh, guys, you see a threat?
それがリーダーなので僕はそのトッパーというキャラクターがお気に入りです。
And you know, my favorite is Topper, the kind of shorter one who has that green top hat.
Yeah,
on.
guy in green. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a basic Mario fight. A little disappointing.
Kozumi-san, do you have a favorite?
Just dodge and you're gonna get a very clear opening. I hope they do something that's challenging. I really do. I understand that they have a younger audience with Mario, but at the same time, make something that's challenging. Don't make it easy.
してるのに
You know?
結構凶暴なんでその
Get closer.
コントラストがすごい面白いなと思ってます。
This is really good.
Just
timing.
long jump
The
over. What are you
character I
doing?
like the most is the one you're fighting.
Oh,
right
she's
now,
running away.
Harriet. She has this great contrast between.
Oh,
the
man,
two
that's so
parents and,
difficult.
like,
You're definitely
how
not
devilish she
being
is. She's sort of
telegraphed.
like the tricky little sister of the group here.
He did that
Her
purposely
attacks are really
so
fun
he
to
can
watch
finish
as well,
talking.
especially when she starts flying around.
Yeah. And it's worth mentioning you fight each of the Broodals a few times, but their
Oh,
tactics
the
get
all
more
name
and more
Broodal.
intense and dangerous.
But I'll be honest, having planned a wedding last year,
Just beat
I
her.
would take the help of evil wedding planner.
Yeah, I
Funny
mean, any
monsters.
evil help is better than no help.
And they're
I gotta disagree
and they're
there.
willing to fight your enemies for you, and that's pretty great.
Oh, nice.
There we go. You should have did that three times ago.
Thank you.
She's like a damsel in distress. I feel bad.
Sorry, Harriet.
Star bits.
Now she'll be back.
A bunch of bananas.
All right, so that's
Oh, a bunch of
grand
moons.
moon worth 3 power moons.
And there we see Cappy in his natural state as
Yep,
well.
there he is.
He's a ghost.
Celebrating with Mario.
So Cappy's a ghost.
Nice.
You got a grand moon.
All right, so that's what we have for gameplay.
So we're
right
beyond
here. We
stars
have
at this
one
point.
more
Now we're
little,
getting
feature,
moons.
I believe.
Yes, we've got some new goodies that have turned up here on stage with us. So these are the Amiibo for the game. We've got Princess.
Yo, that Mario one is fly.
Outfits, and
Very stylish.
I just need to ask you guys about the development process for these because the detail of the sculpting is incredible. It must have been a very interesting process getting these to the state they're in here.
このアミーボはすごいなんか
They look really good.
なってるようですが、それについてちょっと説明
I thought I was done with Amiibo.
は
God
い
damn it,
ヒロインであるピーチ姫を
God damn it.
より可愛く魅力的に作っています。
Yo, look at that statue Mario in the background. My man's sitting here with the strongest of jaws.
Stunning.
あとクッパとマリオもそのお相手であることに十分なビジュアルとしてデザインしています。
And you know, then from there, you know, we have Mario and Bowser as well, and we have to make sure that, you know, in terms of visuals, they weren't going to lose out.
They gotta
would be
keep up,
Yeah,
yeah.
they got to keep up. Yeah.
あとこのポージングっていうのも今回のテーマに合わせ
My amiibo.
て物語性を持たせているのが特徴なんです。
They said, oh, people want to
And, you
make
know,
custom
another
Amiibo?
character
All right, let me
that
show you what we can
posing
really
is
do.
very kind of directly linked with the story and, you know, what's going to be happening in the game.
Yeah, Mario's got kind of a humble bow thing going, and Bowser's kind of looking like, I own the world.
And I think
That's
Bowser's
not what he's
pretty
saying. He's
dapper here, though.
proposing,
Yeah,
and
but it
she's
is
just
really
like,
amazing
they're
I don't know
both
how close
great
we can get the camera
men.
here. We got a better
I
look
love
here,
them
but,
both.
In person, the
Mario's
texture, where some
Mario.
have
He's so
almost like
kind and
pearlized
nice,
kind of texture,
but Bowser
there's
is
a lot of
mean
subtlety
and
with the
rugged.
different kinds
I
of
think I
fabric.
can fix
You
him.
can really
I'm gonna
see,
go with
a
Bowser.
lot
And then
of
Mario's just like,
nuance,
you're making a mistake.
Amiibo.
Damn it, Mario.
Seeing them in person.
That's all it is.
And I
Like
wonder,
she's stuck
at this point,
between
is
the
there anything
tough
you
and
can share about
brooding one
functionality of
and the
Amiibo
nice
for our
one.
viewers?
Nice guys finish last. That's why I'll treat you
It's
like
just that-
trashes. I'm sorry.
アミー
Not
ボ
what I
は
really want to do is for lyrics.
コスチュームを手に入れることができたり、あとはゲームの
Focus
中
on
で
the
の
one talking.
機能として活用することが
That
できます
hat is
So you'll be
fly.
able to use the amiibo to get different costumes within the game. And
I
then
want
they'll
that
also
hat
have
though.
Kind of, an
I hope they
assist
sell
function.
that hat. They probably won't.
And we do have existing Amiibo that are supported as well. I think we'll be talking more about that at a later point. But I think that's all we're allowed
Look at
to
how
show for right
locked
now.
in the Switch is. Like, y'all see it? It's like under a
Later on in
case.
the
Definitely do
stream,
that.
of course.
But Motokura-san and Koizumi-san, thank you again so much for joining us here and sharing some of the insight about the development process of the game.
今日来ていただきありがとうございました
ありがとうござ
あり
いました
がとうございました
Thank you very much.
And folks who are watching, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be back in a few seconds here with our next segment, so please don't go anywhere.